Hey there, students. You can find this slide right here, right in your writing folder. It's called Citations, and if you look at it, just a couple of things about it. It talks about how to cite your sources. So I'll just kind of read it. MLA format follows the author page method of in-text citation. That means that the author's last name and the page numbers from which the quotation or paraphrase is taken must appear in the text, and a complete reference should appear on your works cited page. The author's name may appear either in the sentence itself, that's my dog in the background, in case you're wondering, or in parentheses following the, that's my dog squeaking on a toy. My dog doesn't sound like that, right? Or in parentheses following the quotation or paraphrase. But the page numbers should always appear in the parentheses, not in the text of your sentence. For example, Wordsworth stated that romantic poetry was marked by a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. So if you look here, there's no comma that goes before it. All right, you just start your quote. You just continue on. Obviously, if you're starting a sentence, then you're going to capitalize that word there. Otherwise, we just keep it going. There's no comma at the end. And then we put the page number here. Now we put page 263 for us. Let's just keep it simple. You can just say page 1. I know that most of our research came from small sites, and I'm fine. We just put 1 there. So we stated the author's name, and then we put the page number there. And the second one here, romantic poetry characterized by the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. So we didn't talk about the author there. So at the end of this, we don't put a comma or anything. We have a parenthesis, the author's name, no comma, the page number, parenthesis, period. All right. So if you look at both these situations here, in the first one, there's no comma. You just keep going, page number. And the last one, this is about a paraphrase. We're not going to worry about that. Now, some students say, Mr. Carlson, what if my article did not have an author? That's perfectly fine. So you just say something like, according to, if you look at mine right here, this is a good example. According to the American Psychological Association, comma, I put comma there because I should. Now, this should have been lowercase, all right? Investing, blah, 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 and I would have got rid of my comma there, all right? And then parenthesis 1. But in my situation, I know the author, and so that's there. And so just some things to remind yourself of. If there's no author, see if you can find who wrote the article in this situation. We know the American Psychological Association. And this one right here, I found this quote. It started my sentence, and it came from Reuben 1. Now, obviously, if you look at my end, this is not done. This is just a draft of mine. I should have got rid of my comma there. I should have got rid of my comma right there, and then it would have been good. All right, and then this last one here, and the last one right here, this is pretty good. Everything looks good about it, except I get rid of my comma here. Actually, I could probably keep that because that's part of the sentence starter, but I get rid of my comma right before the quote there. And so to pay attention to those slides, this little slide there will help you out. And if there's no author, you just leave it that way. I'll pull up my other one that I have, see if there's some stuff I can show you in this one. So in this situation, according to Lauren Williams, so I listed the author. I should have lowercase 6 there, all right? And then at the end, there should be no comma there, all right? It should be quotation, space, parenthesis 1, parenthesis, period, all right? And this one, right? Blah, 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 director of this said, that's good, there's no comma there. This should be lowercase. There's no comma there, and there's no comma right there. Otherwise, it would look good, all right? And this one, but some would taste good as unhealthy food, which still have the nutrients needed. According to the NIH, I probably should have written what that was. The NIH, 1 in 6 kids are obese. So that looks good there. There would be no comma there, though, and you're good to go. So pay attention to this right here. It pretty much tells you what you need to do. If you start a sentence, you want to capitalize. Otherwise, you should be in a good spot there. And again, if you just want to send me copy and paste your 3 quotations that you're using, in that sentence, you can just send me a message, say, Mr. Carlson, do these look right? And I can look at them real quick and tell you what you need to fix. So if you want to do that before you submit it, have at it. But this is it right here. All right, have a great day. Thanks, guys.